What's up, YouTube? Poor.Mans.Podcast back with another video. Today's video is going to be baby mama won't let daddy see his daughter. Alright, now before I get into the video, I gotta do the YouTube stuff. Y'all know the new goal. Alright, the new goal is 15,000 subscribers by June. It's a crazy goal, it's a big goal, but it's my goal. It's only one way I'm gonna get there. That's if y'all give me the HBO special, alright? You know what the HBO special is? That's the Help a Brother Out special, alright? So go to Help a Brother Out, hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. I'm gonna give y'all a second to do that. Alright, now let's get to it. Baby mama won't let baby daddy see his daughter. Let's see.
My baby I can put my own child in the car. Don't touch my car. Give me my baby so I can go.
You're making a big deal in front of her.
When you give me my baby, you can go. I am grown. Don't touch my car, man.
Again, it is, I don't know what kind of camera they use to film it. The audio ain't going to be the best. All right, I'm doing as best I can. So just bear with me on the audio. You might have to turn it up on your end so I'm not blowing people's earbuds out. But yeah, just try to turn it up on your end if it's a little low because the audio isn't the best. Let's continue.
Don't touch my car. Oh, stop. You still got it on top? Oh. Now, she don't want to give me my baby. I drove up here for 2 hours, and she don't want to give me my child.
There's no car seat in there.
Yes, it is a car seat in there, man. Car seat right there. No.
So now that she doesn't want to give him his child after he drove for 2 hours, she's trying to complain that the reason she isn't going to give him the child is because there's no car seat in the car. He opens the door and shows her that there's obviously a car seat in the car. So she's making excuses. And this is what I say when I say most of the time, not every time, there are bad people. All right, I can't justify that. There are just shitty men. There are some bad men. There are some bad women. There are some bad men. Those bad men, they don't want to take care of their children. And they can, if you're listening and you don't want to take care of your children, I'll say it again. Maybe you should be doing that instead of watching my video. So you could just go ahead and exit the building. This is for good fathers, men who actually intend on taking care of their children. But sometimes this is a problem. This is the problem that we don't want to talk about. We just want to say that everybody's a deadbeat dad, but this man has driven 2 hours to see his child, and the woman doesn't want to give him the child, and why? Because she's bitter. She's trying to find another reason to why she can't give him the child, and it's simply because she's bitter. She wants to prove a point. She wants to feel like she has some power. She's given him the power to have sex with her and lay down with her. And maybe, I don't know where they were in their space together. I don't know what their relationship was like, but it didn't work out. Okay, and instead of her just taking it as a loss or taking it as what it is, all right, she wants to hold something over his head so she can continue to have a relationship with him. You're going to have a relationship to some extent if you have a child with anybody. And that's what I tell people. If you're willing to lay down with somebody, realize that there's the potential that you could end up having a relationship with that person for the rest of your life. One night could turn into the rest of your life. And God forbid you end up with a person like this, a woman like this, a woman that is out to prove a point, a woman that is in a power, that's just power hungry, is all this is. Let's continue the video.
Give me my baby so I can go. You don't need to be in my car. It's a car seat in there.
No,
I'm not yelling. I want you to give me my child so I can go home. I'm not screaming.
He's screaming at her. If you guys are listening to the video, is he screaming? I can barely hear the man actually because he's just that quiet. Now she's saying he's screaming at her. This is all in front of the child. And if you really cared about the child as a mother, why would you be putting on this whole parade in front of the child? If you're concerned as the child's well-being, why would you show this part of adulthood, even if you do have some kind of friction with the baby dad? Why would you just be doing this in front of the child? You know what I mean? It's so selfish. It's not because it's for the child. It's just selfishness. You're power hungry. Let's continue.
You want my child so I can go home. But get in the car.
Put her in.
No, she did not. Come on, man. I got time to be playing with you, bro. I'm trying to get home.
It's not a game.
Well, get in my baby so I can leave.
Alright, now you're making her upset.
Alright, you got all this on camera? We will be showing you couldn't tell us going to get my baby.
Okay, Roger. You've been saying that for years.
Okay, and I give me 10 days. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So you're not going to give me my baby?
It's not a big deal.
Are you going to give me my baby or not, Melissa?
You cannot.
Are you going to give me, can I see my child?
Yes.
Okay, well give that to me so I can go home. I'm not screaming at you, but you're playing games. And
No,
I
I'm
don't feel
not
like
playing games.
with
I
you.
tried to open the door and you pushed me.
I didn't push you. It's on camera. If they think I pushed you.
Look, now she's saying he pushed her. Okay? And when you take this kind of stuff to the court, the judges, regardless of how you want to look at it, they're all going to side with the woman. In this particular case, this is on camera, so we see that he's not yelling. We see he's not pushing her. We see he's not making a big deal out of the situation. But most of the time it isn't recorded, so they just take the woman's side. And people want to act like it's all about deadbeat dads all day. Most men aren't leaving their children, they're leaving the woman in that situation with the woman. They don't want anything to do with the woman, but they would love their child. They would love to have their child, but the woman doesn't allow it. And this is the power that the courts give women. It's absolutely outrageous. And everybody's pushing for this quote unquote equality, but we don't see none of these people. I'm trying to keep it PG. I'm getting passionate, but I'm trying to keep it PG. We don't see any of these people during situations like this. All that equality mess is out the window once it comes to situations like this, because it doesn't pertain to their narrative. But let's continue.
It's on camera. Well, can I have my child so I can go home? I don't want to keep going back and forth with you. I don't. I'm tired of doing it. You always doing the most. What can I do?
I just tried to put her in.
You give her to me so I can go.
Don't push me.
I'm not pushing you. Just give me my child.
Come on.
You give her to me so I can go, man. You ain't got to do this.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Come on, Sophia.
It's not a big deal.
Give her to me. Yeah, you're not touching my car, bro. That's final. That's not happening. I don't want you in my car. I don't trust you.
I'm not getting in
I do not trust. I don't want you in my car.
What am I going to do in the car?
Nothing. I just don't want you on it. I don't want you to touch it. I know how you are.
That's a baby seat.
It's not a baby seat. That's a
Okay,
car
then
seat.
let me in.
No, you can get in my
Rodney,
car and
this is
leave.
not a big deal.
Are you gonna give me my child or not? Give it to me right now so I can
It's
go.
not a big deal.
I'm not gonna keep doing this with you, bro.
I'm not doing anything. All I
Well,
did.
That's the end of the video, y'all. As you can see, she's trying to overstep her boundaries, and him as a man, he's setting those boundaries and saying, no, you're not gonna get into my car. I showed you there's a car seat. My child will be fine. Give my daughter to me, is what he's asking. That's all he's asking for. That's just too much for her. She wants to say he's pushing her, yelling at her, all these things. It's just not true. But tell that to the judge. They always take the woman's side, and I know I've been saying it, but we have to stop acting like some of these situations where fathers aren't seeing their children is just one-sided. Like he just want to just go off into the sunset without his kids. There's so many scenarios where this is happening, and this is just water under the bridge. Nobody pays attention to this. Nothing to see here, folks. Till next time.